This girl in college, man, she was so out my league. I knew she was. This girl was so fine. She was from Louisiana, man. Oh, this girl was so fine. When I saw her, I couldn't breathe. Now, I'm in college, I'm a freshman. And I saw the girl, and so that evening, I went home, I'm in college, I called my brother. I said, hey, man, I just met this girl. I ain't really met her, I see her, man, but how do I get right next to her? He said, man, listen to me. Because my brother was cool. I thought my brother was Marvin Gaye. You know, my brother was 11 years older than me, so I thought my brother Turd was Marvin Gaye. So he said, hey, listen, what you tripping for? All you got to do tomorrow, when you see her, walk up to her and say, excuse me. I don't want to disrupt your day and nothing you got going. But it would really, really make my day if you would tell me your name. And when you say that, just walk away.
We off to work, brother. How's it going, gang?
Next day in school, soon as I saw her, Student Center, Kent State, I walked right up to her. I said, excuse me. I said, I don't want to interrupt your day and stop nothing you're doing, but it would really make my day if you would just tell me what your name is. She said, it's Melinda. I said, Melinda, thank you. So I went home that evening, and I called my brother. I said, hey, man, I did it. He said, did you walk away like I told you? I said, yeah. I said, but what do I do next? He said, tomorrow, walk up to her and tell her, introduce yourself and tell her your name. And say, so the next time I see you and I say hello to you, it would mean so much to me if you would just say my name back to me. I said, and then what I do? He said, walk off. So next day, this is a true story. So next day I see her, I walk up to her, I said, hey, Melinda. She said, hi. I said, hold on one second. I said, I'd like to tell you my name. I said, my name is Steve. I said, all I want is when I say hello, Melinda, I would just love to hear you say my name back to me. That would mean so much to me. I said, let's try this. I said, hello, Melinda. She said, hello, Steve. I go back to the room. That night I called my brother. I said, bro, I said, what I do next? He said, first of all, man, stop sounding anxious.